12th straight win. Now, KM's Duke set the record of 11 straight some 10 years ago, and Zooms D equaled that mark with this win last Friday night.
I think he's just an outstanding individual. He refuses to be beaten, and if you can keep him halfway sound, he gives you everything he's got in the race. And so far, he's been very lucky as well. Well, I think since he was a young horse, I understand he fractured his knee. He also had some damage. I think it's in his left front leg and a sesamoid bone. He's broken a splint bone in the right front leg as well. I think in the long run, yeah, because he had a couple of years rest. I think they quit with him when he was 3 or 4 years old, and then he was turned out for, I guess, almost 3 years. So I think the rest has done him a lot of good. We paid $1,000 for him, and he's made us just under $8,000 since about November.
Zooms D will go for the record in tomorrow's 8th race, and we'll do it from the number 4 hole. We'll keep an eye on that race for you tomorrow.
They're down to an 8th to go, and he's looking for number 13 in a row. Royal Scram will try to spoil it on the outside second. Now third is Seedling Time. Sherwood Bunny fourth. They're deep in the lane, and they haven't got to him. Zooms D in at the rail, and here they are.
Turn them in and bring them all down together, gentlemen.
They're off and racing here at Western Fair Raceway in London, Ontario. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world of horse racing. Yes, we are in London, and the talk of the town this year is an 8-year-old pacer called Zooms D. You might say this horse has a rather impressive winning streak underway. Would you believe 13 in a row? And today he'll take on his toughest opposition to date as he tries to go for 14 straight wins. And we'll have that race, and we'll also visit the people here at the Western Fair Raceway. Beginning to mount as everyone here awaits the appearance of Zooms D as he goes after win number 14 in a row, and we'll have that race in just a few minutes as the world of horse racing continues from the Western Fair Raceway in London, Ontario.
As they head for home, they have to catch Zooms D, and Pride of Jan is going to the outside. Zooms D has the rail, and Pride of Jan is racing second on the outside as they head to the wires. Zooms D with GM Special on the rail. It's Zooms D and GM Special, and here they are.
Terry Provo, the racing secretary here at Western Fair Raceway in London, Ontario. And Terry, we want to, of course, talk about Zooms D, who'll be going for win number 14 in just a few minutes. But let's talk about one of your favorite subjects, and that's the raceway here.
Well, Brad, we're very proud of Western Fair. We were the first racetrack to race winter racing in Canada. We were the first racetrack to race extended pari-mutuals. In 1961, we were pre-Toronto, pre-Windsor, pre-Flamborough. Some have come and gone, but we're here, and we're here to stay.
London, a city that's growing. Where does horse racing stand as far as the social calendar of many Londoners?
Well, we're right at the center of the harness racing center of Ontario here. We have kind of a unique crowd. They come to boo the drivers, cheer the drivers, clap for the horses. They're not very strong when it comes to the pari-mutuel machines, but they do love the horses and they do love the races. We have a dining room that has a very high reputation here in the city for top food. It's an excellent view of the races, and we're very proud of that.
You've got some top drivers here, too.
Yeah, Davey Wall here a couple times a week, and Terry Kerr's here back and forth from Windsor. He was in the top 5 or 6 in North America last year. John Campbell started here, so Jack Cope has trained horses here for almost 10 years before moving to Florida. So we've had a lot of top horsemen come out of London.
Well, I first got my license. I started to drive in small towns like Goderich and Hanover, and then I started to race here in the fall of that year. I got my license, and I've been here ever since, and I've been here about 16, 17 years now. I'm stabled here full-time about 12 or 13, and I train a lot of colts here, and this place to me is home. I've always liked it here, and I intend to stay.
This is where Dave Wall learned a lot of the tricks?
Well, I don't know whether I know any tricks or not. Every time you think you know somebody else comes up with something else. But I enjoy it here. It's a friendly atmosphere, and you can pretty well come and go as you like. They try to keep the track open as much as they can, but they get in trouble this time of year. But they really try their hardest to keep the track the way they can for people that train here.
Brad, in our top of the fair, we have what we call the Wall of Fame, and we've had some very prestigious horsemen nominated to it. Bill Herbert, Bill Habkirk, Donnie Corbett, who's held many track records here. I'm going to give you a little scoop. Even he doesn't know it. This year's inductee will be Dave Wall.
Just tell us how long you've been coming to this track and how it's changed over the years.
Well, it's changed quite a bit, and I've been coming here ever since it started.
When was that?
Oh, when did it start here? 61. It started before that, I thought.
Have things changed much?
Oh, yeah, they've improved a lot.
In what way?
Well, the track and everything is good. And I don't know, I've raced a lot of horses here, raced every night.
A lot of excitement today. Tell us about this horse.
Well, Zooms D going for his 14th in a row. He been around here for several years, raced with a modicum of success. All of a sudden he caught fire. He caught the class of horse that he competes well against, and he just kept winning. And every week he amazes somebody over and over again.
The picture presentation is a picture of Zooms D on round to one of this 13th.
We're going to make a presentation of a blown-up picture of him winning by 6 lengths in early February. It's a great picture, and he sure deserves a presentation.
Not $1 million horse, but he sure captured the imagination of the racing fans, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
He's done all of that.
On the outside, Royal Scram is going to chase after him. Pacing third, that is 151. Now on the outside, Charlotte Bunny is fourth, 134, and 1 in at the 3/4. They're down to an 1/8 to go, and he's looking for number